I just walked right round the camera there because I wasn't sure I hit record. Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of the Movie Mad channel. I have got a very conservative amount of pickups this week, and that's 3. 3 pickups. What do I think about that? Well, I was discussing this the other day, and I was thinking, right, if you pick up 3 movies a week, even 3 movies a week, that... Oh, sorry, Jax. I didn't see you there. I didn't see you there. No, sorry, back to what I was saying. If you pick up 3 movies a week, okay, and you collect for a year, that's 150 movies extra into your collection, which is quite a lot, I think. And if you've already got a significant collection, is 1,000, 1,100 Blu-rays a significant collection? That's a question for you. Maybe you should put in the comments how many Blu-rays are in your collection, and then I'll know. That'd be good if you could do that. If you put in a comment how many Blu-rays are in your collection and what you think a significant collection is. And is it quality over quantity? Can you have 3,000 Blu-rays but half of them are Poundland specials? Or movies that aren't great? And is that better than having 1,500 quality Blu-rays? There's a whole debate I've just sparked up. Yeah, so the 3 pickups. So what I was thinking about is the space and things like that wise, and I'll show you my pickups in a minute. But yesterday I put up a small video of the Morrisons media section, which in that Morrisons, compared to some of the supermarkets lately I've been in, like Sainsbury's and Tesco's, that's quite a decent media section. Asda's is quite big as well. We're not, you know, if you're watching this channel, then more than likely you collect physical media, and you're never going to get an absolute massive selection in the supermarkets as you would in, say, an HMV or an online retailer or a boutique label. But it is nice to see that there are still ways to buy physical media there. And yesterday when I was in there, I noticed a lot of the movies only had DVD releases. Now, I obviously want to own the movie in the best quality I can, but if DVD is the only quality that's available, then maybe I'll need to start picking up DVDs again. Now, usually when I pick up DVDs, I pick them up in the charity shops. But if not many people are buying them, then less of them are going to end up there. And maybe it's time to start buying DVDs new again. If there is no physical release on Blu-ray of the movie that we're looking for, because there was a few movies in there that I quite fancied watching. But again, would you scroll past them on Netflix? Check out the Morrisons video and comment on either on here or there and tell me what you think. And I've still been doing my combining where I'm trying to get all my Blu-rays and all my DVDs. If I've got a DVD, I put an extra tray in and put the DVD in it. And I've been trying to do an ambitious project, and that is get rid of 1,200 DVDs. I reckon I've got 3,000 DVDs. 3,000, maybe 3,500 DVDs. And some of them... That might not be 3,500 movies, but it's 3,500 discs. Like, I've got TV shows, maybe 2 disc special editions, and I've shown you them before, but I'm going to show you them again in the cases that I've got. Maybe this is getting a bit repetitive for my channel, but if there's any new subscribers, which to be honest, I'm not many new subscribers lately, that's probably because I never put up content for the last month, and I'm not as inconsistent as many other creators, shall we say, on there. So, I'll show you the box first of all. Show you the box. Here we are. Can you see that? Not really. If I move it back a bit, you would. Sorry, Jax, I'm just moving a big box in your way. So I have 4 of these boxes, which are DJ cases essentially, and you know what, I think I'll zoom in a bit. Will we go a bit closer? Let's move a bit closer. Yes, we'll move a bit closer and we'll move down. Jax is just getting himself comfortable there, look. Right, so I'm cutting out his head at the video. That seems a bit a shame. We'll move back a bit so at least we can see his head, or turn it that way so we can see his head. Enjoying yourself there. Yeah, so these are the cases I've got. And they're quite nice. I think I got them at Maplins. I think they were about £20 each at the time. And I got rid of all my DVD cases and I put them in these sleeves, which I'll be honest, I'm a bit regretting now when seeing some people's DVD collections. And initially, sorry Jax, I initially started writing what was on each one. I don't know if you can see that in the, you probably can't see what I'm writing. But eventually I gave up on that because I kept changing them out and I tried to do them in alphabetical order, and I'm a great one for starting things like that and then not finishing them. So there you go. So that's what I've got. Let's have a wee look. So let's have a wee closer look. So, look, some of these are empty because I've been working on putting them in the shall we say, into the dual cases, and I'll maybe we'll get rid of a couple of these boxes. So look, for example, I don't know the first two I don't own on Blu-ray. Friday and Next Friday. Decent movies, I think, and I haven't watched them in a while, but I do like the fact that I've still got them physically and I can watch them when I want. And then there's the other side of the coin. Look at these two. The Face of Love. Why did I buy it? Because Robin Williams is in it. Will I ever get around to watching it? Don't know, but it's got a good cast. Ed Harris as well. And then I picked that up in the charity shop, the Fantastic Four on DVD, and it's some episodes of that, episodes 1 to 7. And I said I really picked that up for the son, but the truth is I probably picked that up for myself. So that's what I'm in a bit of conundrum about at the moment, is if we're going to support physical media and they're only releasing DVDs of these certain movies, should we be buying the DVDs of these certain movies? I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not sure, because paying £7 if it's a £5, maybe. But then you're thinking I could get a Blu-ray of that, but maybe it's not that film. Look, I'm debating this with myself. Why don't you put in the comments down below what you think? I know Kermit, he doesn't have any DVDs anymore. Pete, I don't think has got many DVDs. I think Geordie Paul's got some DVDs. Movie Worm, I'm not quite sure if he's got any. Movie Bug, I don't know. I would appreciate if you guys would make a comment down there and let me know what your thoughts on that are. So let's close up my case. Sit back down. Readjust my camera. Look at all this quality entertainment. Right, so without further ado, I was going to say I'll get to my pickups, but I actually wanted to talk about what I've been watching over the last week or so. So, first of all, on Friday night, I was really looking forward to the Coming to America 2. Coming to America 2, is that what it's called? Or is it Coming to America? You know what I mean, the follow-up to Coming Out to America by Eddie Murphy. But I got so far into it and I just turned it off. And I don't know, I don't think it was anything against it. It just bored me. And it was not, I just didn't find it entertaining. And I just didn't want to watch any more of it. Maybe it was the mood I was in. I always like to give things a second chance. But it just seemed there was, what's this word people use? Woke? Too woke? I just didn't like it. And Eddie Murphy, when he was, Prince Akeem, he was going to change all these things in the country that he was going to. And his character turns out to be an absolute ass. Well, from what I've seen, he's oh, sorry, we don't use that word in our house. What we say when somebody's been an ass is we say, you've been an absolute donkey. Maybe that's appropriate for Eddie Murphy because he plays Donkey in Shrek, doesn't he? Oh well, there you go. So that's what I watched. I've been watching quite a bit of Star Trek: The Next Generation on Netflix because I knew that that's not remastered. I have got the Blu-ray set, but at night time when my son's sitting there and I can't watch anything to thingy, I put that on, and he's been enjoying watching that with me. And we just got to the end of series 3 with the best of both worlds. That should have been a movie. It really should have. And I'll discuss a wee bit more about that with you. And I was discussing this with my son because at night sometimes he likes me to come in and lie beside him when before he goes to sleep. And he's got an Xbox One S and he's got Netflix on it, so we just pop that on there. And I was discussing how lucky he is. I sound like, when I was a lad, we used to go to school with no shoes and we have to walk 5 miles, and I got 3 lead soldiers for my birthday and 3 lead soldiers for my Christmas. I was telling him that when I first got a TV in my room, it was my 10th birthday, and it was a second-hand Matsui 14-inch portable, and I was absolutely delighted to get that in my room. And he's sitting here with a 32-inch smart 1080p or whatever it is TV. I'm like, you don't know you've left. Yeah, so there you go. But I've been watching that, and I started watching Van Helsing, and I find it pretty good. Watched the first 4 episodes of it. I also watched Snakes on a Plane for the first time. I enjoyed that movie. I actually did enjoy that movie. You have to watch it for what it is, but it was actually pretty good. I watched AI as well. That's a good movie, but the ending's a bit weird. And also watched American History the X the first time with Edward Norton and Edward Furlong. Terminator 2 guy. And actually it was a really good movie and a really sad ending. Also noticed there was a couple of Star Trek characters in that. Avery Brooks and Jennifer Lien. Lien, is that how you say it? Well, there you go. So I'm sure that's enough of my ramblings. I shall show you the 3 pickups I picked up this week. And I've always wanted to have this on Blu-ray for quite some time, and that is Unforgiven. Arguably the best the Western ever made. In fact, let's have an argument about it. Let's debate it. If there's any Western better than Unforgiven, put in the comments. And what a cast. Gene Hackman, Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman and Richard Harris. The end scene in that is absolutely brilliant. I'm William. Is it William Money? I've not seen that for ages. I'm William Money, killer of men, women and children. I think that's what it says. Probably misquoted him because I've not seen it for a while, but I got this so I could watch it. I also watched Point Break. And I do have that in my collection already, but I only watched half of it. But again, what a movie that is. Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, what's Tank Girl's name? And Gary Busey. That's an absolutely fantastic movie. I didn't get to the end of that because my son came through and I had to turn it off because it was too violent. So I'm looking forward to watching the end of that. Species. What a horror movie that is. I think I paid £3 for Unforgiven. I think I paid £3 for Species. It might have been £4. But as you can see, the case isn't in that great a condition. It was from Music Magpie. On eBay, I done it on that way. So I better actually check the disc here. No, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But we could change the case out on that. I suppose we should talk about Species. Or should we? When was it made? 1995. Natasha Henstridge. I think everybody's seen Species. Well, if you haven't, okay, it's about an alien coming to Earth and being genetically engineered into a little girl who turns into a big alien. And she escapes and 4 people have to chase her down. Is it Forrest Whitaker? Is that his name? It is Forrest Whitaker, isn't it? It is. He plays a great part in that as a sidekick. Ben Kingsley as well. And I can't remember what his name is, but the guy that plays Doc Ock. Great movie. And my last pickup, this was $2.99 on eBay, delivered, and I thought, it looks like it's an Australian release, sealed, but I didn't actually have a copy of one of Tom Cruise's movies, Jerry Maguire. And I think this is a pretty good movie. Is Jerry Maguire a true story? I don't know if it's a true story or not, but it's a good one. Tom Cruise is a sports agent who's always after money and basically changes that view to more personal service and trying to be a better person. Trying to actually be an agent that helps his client rather than an agent that just takes his money. I bet a lot of people wish there was a lot of them, more of them out there. But for $2.99, I thought that was pretty good. So that is my pickups for the week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've not cut my head off in this video. I'll soon see. I probably have, but if I have, I'm not amending it. You can just have me half headless. I'm sure it'll not make a difference. Let's see if am I actually cutting my head off? I don't know, but I'm uploading it anyway. So thanks for watching, people. If you do and want to see more content, I would appreciate a subscription to the channel, and that way we can see you next time, as John Flickster would say. Thanks, guys. Bye. Jack says bye to Daisy. You saying bye, Daisy? No? Oh, well then. Bye.